What is good, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? How are you guys doing on this beautiful Sunday? Welcome back to the Fox's Den. Your boy Fox is getting into another reaction. Had a good time last night watching the UFC fights with my buddies after I got done recording the last 3 episodes of Fire Force. So we left off on episode 10. That's what we're continuing with today. And off the last episode, oh my god, bro. I really thought we were going to get that moment where Shinra is about to whoop Tempei's ass, this Horn Infernal. Because he's talking to this devilish woman right now in the Adola realm. And by the title of this episode, okay, this title is The Woman in Black. So we'll refer to her as that from now on. I don't know if this is going to be a continuation thing. Like, I was thinking like maybe like, okay, well, this kind of sucks. She doesn't have enough power to give Shinra an ample amount of Adola's grace, but Shinra's seen it as like, okay, you know, no, that's fine. Like 1 second is enough. So like, I have no idea what to expect, but I hope like maybe like they figure out how to like preserve her energy in some way or something, because obviously she sacrificed herself to the tabernacle, and that's why this whole oasis was created in the first place over in this place in the Chinese peninsula. So who knows who's been being sacrificed over in the Tokyo Empire, you know, because obviously they need at least one Adola burst in the Tokyo Empire to keep everything powered up and, you know, keep it running, that machine running, and what gives the Tokyo Empire all of its energy and stuff. But we were also talking about, like, you know, the Evangelists, they need 8 pillars, so, you know, 8 people with Adola bursts, and there's 8 arrows or so that like kind of line up in the core where Licht and them were at. So Licht was starting to think, okay, Joker might actually be right, like where, you know, instead of obviously it's an Adola burst, like that's been said, but how do they get that Adola burst? The only way you can get it is from a human, so they sacrifice somebody to power up this machine. And what I'm thinking is maybe, you know, instead of just one person powering it up, like maybe that's enough ample energy for just like the power, you know, it's a lot of energy. It's such a pure, untainted flame, one Adola burst. But apparently the Evangelists, they need like 8, because they're looking for these 8 pillars, you know, 8 people with Adola bursts. So if they get that 8, I think that's what allows them to be able to create this cataclysmic event. But that's like pretty hard to do. You know, you got to sacrifice 8 people. That takes a lot of power, first of all, to submit somebody to sacrifice themselves, because obviously I don't think anybody was really willing to sacrifice themselves. I don't fucking know. But then again, maybe they don't need to sacrifice them. Maybe they use the 8 pillars in a different way, like if they all like gave enough power, like not all of their power, but a good amount of the power to the machine or something like that. I don't know. There's still a lot to figure out there, but I'm hoping Shinra, I hope this isn't the last time that he, like, this is the only moment that he's going to have with this woman in black. I hope somehow he's going to find his own way to get Adola's grace other than the Evangelist, and I'm assuming this is it. This is the way in, right? This is the way in. This is how I'm seeing it, at least, just by him like realizing it and like having this conversation with this woman in the Adola realm. So hopefully somehow they're able to preserve her, or maybe she gets more energy or something. I don't know how, but like there's got to be a way where Shinra keeps on or makes it consistent where he can use Adola's grace. There's got to be a way, because the only time he's done it before was through the Evangelist grace fighting Sho, and that was the only reason, is because he was fighting Sho. So if he needs to get his own way of being able to get Adola's grace all the time, and I'm assuming this woman is our way in. So hopefully it really isn't just 1 second, like maybe some like fucking miracle happens. That's what I'm assuming, at least. So I'm really excited to get in this episode. Let's without further ado, let's get into it. If you guys enjoy the reaction, please leave a like down below, comment, and subscribe if you're new. There's plenty more videos on the way. And yeah, baby, let's get into episode 10 of season 2 Fire Force, The Woman in Black. Bro, I'm so fucking hyped to see this. Some of the animation that we've been seeing with some of the other characters, like Ogun's fight was fucking dope. He was all tatted up, tatting himself up with his flames and stuff. Like, his power is so cool. I really like how all the characters use their pyrokinesis in very unique ways. Like, they all have their, like, sure, like, the generations is like a general category for all of them, but they're all so different in how they use it. Only 1 second, bro. This 1 second is about to be insane. You know, anime time too, bro. This 1 second could be the whole fucking episode, but I don't think so. That's more of a Dragon Ball thing. Nah, not meaningless for Shinra, baby. Not meaningless. Not meaningless at all. Smiles. Like, nah, fuck that. That 1 second's all I need, baby. That's a good fucking picture. That might have to be thumbnail for one of these episodes. Nah, this shit lit, dog. Alright, come on, baby. What are we doing? Come on, Shinra. I'm ready to see some shit, baby. I'm ready to see some wild shit. Ogun's still going off, bro. This dude Ogun is a beast. Oh my god. Bro, look at him. He's in a you can tell he's in the state. Like, nah, this is about to be crazy. This is about to be crazy. This is about to be crazy. A lot. Because remember, if he's gonna be using the same power as he did last time, where he can use the speed of light, 1 second is a long time for that. Oh shit. Okay, so the Evangelist, like the one who gives grace to the Evangelist, like showing them, is also a woman. See, she just wants to destroy. Yes, that. Oh shit, here we go, here we go, here we go. Bro. The way he was looking in the real world, oh my god. Let's go, 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 let's go. Come on, Shinra. Bro, woo! I wanted to watch this last night. This is gonna be so hype. Speed of light, baby! Yes, I knew it! See, since he's gonna be in the speed of light, he's gonna, that 1 second's gonna be like long as shit for Shinra. Bro, nah. Oh my god, his speed of light, like, form looks way better than it did in this first season. Time runs backwards, that's right! This 1 second was, yeah, all he needed. What the fuck? These are Tenpei's memories as when he was a human? Shit, I would too, bro. Goddamn. Man's been stolen of everything. Because of fire. Oh, shit. That's the Evangelist woman. She ain't gonna do that, bro. She gonna give you eternal life as an infernal. Okay, see, it's an insect to turn people into infernals. So does she? I'm assuming maybe the Evangelist woman creates those insects. I think that's where they come from. Or this Evangelist woman, the woman in black, and the insects, they all come from this spatial rift. Because they, as you can see, they were the only ones that could go through that spatial rift. Like, he came up to it, he couldn't go through it all. Oh, that looks so clean. Bro, and it all happened in an instant for them. They're like, what the fuck just happened? All of them have no idea what just happened. Ogun was still like in his stance to throw another punch. You damn right he did. Bro. Holy shit, dude, that was fucking lit. Just like that, bro. And that was just that wasn't an ample amount of Adola's grace. Imagine him with full amount of Adola's grace from somebody.
あなたも裂け目の向こうから来たと聞きました。あなたからは伝道者と似た気配を感じます。あなたもアドラの存在なんですか？
そう感じるのは私がご神体の中で長くアドラバーストで焼かれたせいでアドラの気配が強まったからでしょう。私も元は人間です。
Oh, she was originally a human?
あなたやあの鬼、テンペと同じように。私は伝道者の虫によってアドラバーストに目覚め。
Yeah, see those Evangelist insects, they come from the Evangelist.
世界に来ました。そのエネルギーを破壊ではなく創造に使い、オアシスを作りました。
Okay, yeah, see, she had an opposite goal. Instead of destroying everything like this goal of the Evangelist, she wanted to create, she wanted to save, she wanted to preserve.
神と悪魔を思い描いてきました。伝道者は歴史の裏で人類の思想を操るべく
Wow, that is insane.
引いてきたのかもしれないのです。
She's like suggesting like maybe the Evangelist has been influencing mankind from the beginning. It shows the pyramids and all these ancient structures and stuff. Oh my goodness, imagine.
あなたたちはその神を作った存在を
That is a crazy sentence. You are trying to go up against the being who created your God.
誰であろうと世界に災害をもたらすならそれを止めるのが消防官の使命です。
Let's go, Shinra. He ain't phased at all, baby.
その使命のおかげでこの森は救われました。
Damn right.
ありがとうございます。
Anytime, bruh. Anytime. Now, can we get you out of there and preserve you somehow so we can keep powering up Shinra like that? That's all I needed to know. That's all I needed to know, bruh.
とんでもない爆発音がしたけど。
オーグン、みんな無事か？
パーン中隊長、こちらはもう終わりました。鬼もシンラが今鎮魂したところです。おーい！
シンラが戻ってきたぞ。
パーン中隊長、ご神体の中は調査は終わったんですか？大収穫だよ。
Yeah, they found the core. Okay, yeah, so Shinra's approaching the core. Oh my god, please.
生贄だというなら柱という言葉もしっくりくる。俺にリンクしてきた一柱目と思われる女。
Yeah, who we believe to be the first pillar.
の中に人間がいるとすれば、彼女こそがその生贄なのかもしれない。
Oh, maybe she's the one that's been inside there the whole time? That would be nah.
自分を犠牲にして暮らす人類を恨んでいるのかも。
このご神体の中にいる黒の女性とは違い、自分から入ったわけじゃなく利用されたのかもしれない。アマテラスを作った西洋教徒ハイジマはやはり何かを隠しているようだな。
Yep, this is running deep, bro. Oh my god, this is getting good.
アーサー君は演習率だって言ってたけど
They're all broken up into random pieces, though. It looks like a puzzle piece. Like if you put them all together, you would get something.
何にしても伝道者の狙い通りになっているのは確かです。8人のアドラバーストを生贄にしてアマテラスを使った大災害を起こすこと。
That's a fire picture.
目的は見えてきた。これ以上あいつの手のひらの上で踊っているなんて気に食わない。何が神だ。絶対に止める。そのために人を頼ったっていいじゃねえか。自分の弱さを認めて助けを求めるのも勇気の一つだぜ。また危なくなったら呼べよ。
Good guy, Shinra. I fuck with that.
そのために
What's wrong with asking help? What's wrong with asking for help, man? Takes its own courage to do that. Just like he said. He's gonna train. He's hyped the fuck up now. Oh god, here we go, the gas again. Shit, man, they get high, bro. They love that shit.
SHINRA
Oh, he was just dreaming right there. That might actually be connected though.
支度しろ。
はい。
やえてよかったな。
じゃがいもも元気だったし。
もっと冒険したかった。
あのガス楽しかったな。
The whistle.
夢で見た女。水が蒸発する中で泣いているように見えた。アマテラス。あいつは一体何者なんだ。
That's crazy, bro. So now we're learning that this first pillar, I don't think it's confirmed yet, but they're pretty fucking confident that the first pillar is Amaterasu itself. Like she was the last sacrifice for Amaterasu. Chapter 2 is Amaterasu.
ラフルスと人たちは太陽神の賜れた炎と人類の培った科学技術でアマテラスをお作りになった。
119! They always popping up out of the random, dog. 119. Fire Force Station on the left is just graffitied on the wall. Classic Squad 8.
もし伝道者がこの国を発展させたのなら、なぜ今になって破壊しようとしているんだ。
やはり。
Yeah, it doesn't make much fucking sense, does it? There's still so much to learn.
戻ってオービ大隊長に報告しよう。
Oh my goodness, what an episode, man. What an episode. Alrighty, guys, what another fire episode of Fire Force. That one I knew was going to be so good. I wanted to watch it last night, but just in the time that I had left to leave and go meet up with my buddies, I was like, yeah, I'll just save it for tomorrow, which is today. And yeah, this was definitely worth it. I was so excited for this episode just because of the way it left off, like where Shinra was about to get that Adola's Grace, and like he said, 1 second was plenty, because it clicked for me, like as he was starting to get the Adola's Grace. I was like, yeah, wait a second, like if it doesn't matter who he gets the Adola's Grace from, but if he's getting that grace, he's going to have that power where he can literally move at the speed of light. And I was like, if he has that, bro, the speed of light, he gonna be moving. The amount of time he has to move in that state in 1 second is a lot of fucking time because of how fast he's moving. So like, as you can see, he got into that state. It's like basically like, it's kind of like the opposite of Sho's. Like Sho literally like stops time for everyone besides himself, because he's literally what is it called? He's it's like he's his heat. It's like he's controlling like the universe's heat expanding or something like that. It's like he stops that altogether, so that's how he stops time. But Shinra, he's kind of doing the same thing, because since he's moving so fast, it's like everyone else, like they could barely keep up. It's like time almost stopped for them in that 1 second, because he's moving the speed of light. Like he's moving so fast that nobody even realized what the fuck happened until it was over. So as soon as he got into that state, he started whooping Tempei's ass and just took him far out and defeated him like it was nothing at the speed of light. And then as soon as he got done with it, like that was that 1 second where he had Adola's Grace, and as soon as it was done, you could see Tamaki and everyone else, they were still like kind of in the same position. I mean, Ogun was still in a fighting position where he was about to throw another punch because, you know, that's literally when Shinra jumped in, was whenever Ogun was throwing another punch and Tempeh was right in front of him. So he was still in that position, ready to land that punch. And by the time Shinra was done with it, he was still in that position. He was like, wait, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how fast it happened. Like, that is crazy. So that's what I'm saying. If he can somehow get this Adola's Grace consistently through the Woman in Black, I don't know anymore, because it seemed like they kind of just like parted ways. And she was the one that was inside the tabernacle. Like, we're thinking the first pillar is inside of the Amaterasu. Maybe she's just like completely at rest now, and she's able to just like, you know, because they saved the forest and there's no threat to it anymore now. So maybe she's content with that and she's just staying in the tabernacle and that's all she's happy for. And maybe she's finally just, you know, at that, you know, because obviously she's at the ends of her, pretty much her life inside that machine, because she's been in it for so long and she doesn't have that much energy left. Maybe she's just completely going to rest now and just going out peacefully. Because Shinra went up to her in the core and said thank you and this and that, blah blah, even though he didn't hear her voice. So yeah, maybe she's not the one that's going to be giving him Adola's Grace from now on. But he's got to do. It's either she's going to come back in some way to keep helping Shinra, or he's going to find some other way to get Adola's Grace consistently. Because there's no way he can keep up with everybody else, or all the people that he's got to face off against, if he doesn't have the Adola's Grace consistently. Like, he's not able to tap into it consistently, because the rest of the Evangelist can do that. The Adola Burst users and the Evangelist can do that because they have the grace of the Evangelist. But Shinra can't rely on the grace of the Evangelist woman, because those are their enemies. So the Woman in Black has got to come back somehow, or he's going to find some other way. Like, maybe some other person comes out of the Adola realm or something, or maybe he starts to get on good terms with the First Pillar, because we're starting to think the First Pillar is Amaterasu herself, and that's who is inside that machine. Like, that's who the last sacrifice was, and that's who's been popping up in everybody else's Adola Burst, you know, realms, in their visions, and she's been trying to manipulate them and like being kind of an asshole because she has all this, like how she was manipulating Shinra in that second episode, and she's done it before, where she's feeding off of his anger, his hatred. He's a nice guy, but he has this anger and hatred deep down inside of him that he can't just completely disacknowledge, because it's something that is very near and dear to him. It's something that happened to his brother and his mother too. Like, he had this whole goal where he was going to take out this demon, because he thought this demon was the one that killed his family, and yeah, just killed his family, because he didn't even know Sho was alive for like 12 years. So he had this goal for his whole life where he was going to, you know, grow up one day and kill this demon. Like, that's how angry he was about it. I mean, who wouldn't be? Like, you have a perfectly happy life, a great mother, an amazing little brother, and then all of a sudden that's all taken from you in one night. Like, bro, I could understand that completely. Like, you know, if you have anything traumatic happen in your childhood, like, that's gonna stick with you for the rest of your life, and you're gonna have to learn how to, you know, deal with it as you get older, and maybe approach it in more of a positive way. But still, like, the initial reaction that you, and probably the feeling that you hold on to the longest for something traumatic like that, or anything traumatic, is the anger. That's the initial reaction, and in my opinion, the longest emotion that you'll hold on to, and you got to learn how to release it in some way, whether it be positive or negative. Hopefully positive, but at some point you're gonna have to fucking learn how to release it, or else you're gonna be, you know, it's gonna follow you for a long time. You're gonna end up being sad or depressed, and that's what like depression is like anger turn inwards. Like, you have to find a way to release that type of stuff. So Shinra's been holding on to this for a long time, and maybe that's why, you know, she's able to manipulate him so well, Amaterasu. If we're thinking the First Pillar is her, maybe that's why it's so easy for her to manipulate him, because they kind of relate in the ways of how much anger and like hatred they have towards a certain entity or a group of people for Shinra's case, it's the demon, or at least he thought it to be. So now, last time she manipulated him, it was her manipulating his anger and hatred because he didn't know where to direct it. Now, that was like her way in because he didn't know where to direct it. Now that he found out that the demon was his own mother, so it's like, all right, who do I take this anger out on now? I was supposed to take it out on this demon, but that's my mom. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that now? Like, what? So that was her way in to manipulate him again, and then herself, she has, I'm assuming, hatred or anger towards humans themselves, or maybe even it's just the evangelist, because they're the ones that, whoever it was, the one that like sacrificed her to the Amaterasu. Like, obviously, who would just willingly want to do that besides the woman in black? She was actually trying to do some good for the animals and the forest and that area in general. She willingly did it. But this girl, the blonde girl, the first pillar, she probably didn't want to be sacrificed. Who the fuck would want to do that? Like, what? That's probably a decision that most people wouldn't make for themselves, besides that woman in black. So, she probably has that anger and hatred feeling too, and she's had it for a long time, just like Shinra, and that's how it's so easy for her to manipulate him, is because she's had those feelings for so long. So maybe that's what I'm thinking. Maybe Shinra and her start to connect on a closer level. And because he's a hero, this and that, like, he's probably gonna be like, maybe he ends up actually conversating with her, like, damn, like, this kind of, like, I realize your position now, like, this really sucks, like, how can I help you? Or like, because he's a hero, he's gonna try and do the right thing no matter what, no matter who it is. So maybe they start to develop a relationship or a friendship in some way, because if he's not getting the Adola's grace from the woman in black, then maybe he can start getting it through Amaterasu herself. If they start connecting in a deeper level like that, if that's the case, that would actually be crazy. Because dude, Shinra, because like they said before, he didn't even get an ample amount of Adola's grace, and he only had 1 second to do what he did. Imagine if he had that the whole, like, maxed out 100%, bro. My God, he'd be fucking overpowered. He'd be crazy. But that shit was lit, bro. I'm thinking that might be like where it's going now, because he's starting to become more self-aware and more of understanding in general, the more information that he learns. But he's really maturing in a way and trying to figure it out in a logical way. And the way he's been having these dreams with this girl and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? So, like, hopefully, I mean, maybe she tries to manipulate him again, and then he's gonna have more of an understanding of what's really going on. He's gonna actually have a conversation with her, and then she's gonna start to fumble and be like, wow, okay, this guy, he knows more than most people, and he's actually trying to help me. What? He wants to help me? There's no way. Like, she probably is gonna be like in disbelief, because every human has never wanted to help her, and are the ones that put her in that situation in the first place. So she's gonna be in disbelief. But I think that might actually happen. He's gonna start getting Adola's grace through her. So that's what I'm thinking right now. The way it's going. But I could be so off. I don't know. But yeah, that's where my mind's at right now. Now that we got all this, we got a lot of information this episode. That was a really good episode, and just that 1 second, like, fight between Shinra and Tenpei, like, that was fucking lit. But a lot of info, and we still don't even really know what those tablets of the numbers are. Because Arthur was convinced that it was pi. Somehow he knows and can translate those numbers, but he was convinced that it was pi. It looked like, to me, it was like puzzle pieces, because it's all tablets that are kind of broken up into different shapes and stuff. So maybe I was thinking, if you put all the puzzle pieces together, then you're able to make sense of, like, whatever the fuck the numbers are. Like, it's a certain order or something if you put the puzzle together. But then again, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be going back there. I mean, maybe they took pictures of it, so maybe Licht will figure it out. He'll start, like, fucking around and start going over all of the information that they gathered from that trip in the next couple episodes. But yeah, dude, damn, we got a lot of info. That short little trip to the Chinese Peninsula, just the past 4 episodes, that was fucking stunning. That was great. I really enjoyed that. And now we're about to start getting back into the Tokyo Empire, and maybe figuring out more of, like, what the Holy Soul Temple and Haijima really knows, and how much they're hiding, and who knows what. God, dude, we still got a whole fucking... We're not even into the second arc of the season yet, so this shit just keeps going, bro. It's so good. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me, guys. If you guys enjoyed the reaction, please leave a like down below. Comment. What do you think about what's happening right now? Dude, this is just so much. I'm loving it, and I can't wait to keep watching it. Subscribe if you're new. There's plenty of new videos on the way, plenty more reactions. And yeah, your boy Foxy's gonna get into the next episode. No, not the next episode of this. I might watch some more later, but I haven't decided yet. I know for sure I'm gonna get into the next episode of One Piece. That's what I'm gonna watch next because that dropped last night, and I want to get ready and watch that. So I'll see y'all on that reaction at some point, and probably later I want to start watching House of the Dragon. So keep an eye out for that in the next week or two. I should start uploading House of the Dragon by then. And yeah, I've heard great things about it, and I'm very excited for that as well because I binged the fuck out of Game of Thrones probably like a couple months ago, or before I even moved, actually. So it was probably like 6 months ago or so. I binged the fuck. I watched the show in like a week. I swear to God. I know that sounds like super unhealthy for watching a TV show and you know how long it is, but yeah. I binged it in like a week, and that shit was amazing, so I can't wait to start watching that too. So, yeah. I love you guys. Thanks for all the love. I'll see you all in the next one. Deuces.